what I've really enjoyed about utility concierge is that I feel like it does let you like find your ceiling. Like even if you're not finding it, but you're striving towards
Well,
what's
but I
my
also feel like
potential.
there's no ceiling. Like it's
Yeah, right.
uncapped. Like you can just keep again, just like I said, like last year looking at those numbers and last year I thought I was doing really well. I was like, oh, I'm owning this. And now looking at like I'm gonna hopefully double what I did last year and knowing that it's completely possible and doable and you're at the end of the day, you're the one that controls your results.
Oh, I love that. I love that. How does that match up to like your expectations or just your thought about utility concierge when you first started?
So much more than I ever thought it was gonna be. Obviously, we've had this conversation before. I took a big leap of faith with utility concierge because it was an industry that I knew nothing about. I was in aesthetics. Before that, like managed med spas. I was a traveling consultant for a dental implant company for Clear Choice
That's
Dental
right.
Implants, which again were great jobs and wonderful and life changing. But just with the recession was just oh gosh, between recession, pandemic, all of that, it's those are the first industries that are affected by something
Mm,
that happens.
right.
So it was like my whole goal when I was looking for utility concierge, I was like, I want to find a company that's going to be there no matter what. And then obviously our culture is what sold me. I was like, it was when Gabe had gone to the houses, give everyone like their awards, and I was like, oh, that's super sweet. I was like, that's really nice. Like, again, culture is everything. I can sell anything. Like, if you tell me how to do it and train me, I can sell anything. But I wanted to have a culture of a company that believes in their employees and wants to uplift them and take them to the next level. So I was a big hope and a prayer with UC that I'm so thankful I made this change. It was the best decision I ever made, and it has completely changed me and my husband's life.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that impact. We've talked, just
Yeah.
here at the office when you're here about these types of things. And that's why I really wanted to talk to you today too, because I feel like I've had similar, experiences that led me to come here and then realize the great experience that I'm getting here, where I feel like maybe some folks don't have that type of perspective because they may just be a little bit newer in their career, in
Yeah.
general and
No,
things
which
like
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah. So would you highlight, you mentioned some of those previous positions and jobs that you've worked. Would you kind of just highlight, what makes utility concierge that culture that we all kind of talk about here?
Um, the appreciation that you have from everyone, whether it be your colleague, whether it be a coordinator, whether it be your supervisor, whether it be Kevin, whether it be Gabe, like everyone appreciates what you do. So I truly feel that you're valued for what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Whereas like other industries, if you're not making money, they don't give two craps about you. Like, so it's a different industry with that as far as just the way they look at business. It's business as a whole versus your individual metrics because you may have a bad day. Bad days happen. That bad day isn't going to get you fired.
Right.
Bad months, we'll talk about that one. But it's just one of those that like it happens. And then also things as far as like just work life balance. I've worked for companies to where like it's 10 o'clock at night. If your CEO calls, you better answer that phone call.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
I
I've been
don't
there.
think that would ever happen with us, like ever. Um, it just yeah, it's just amazing being able to have that work life balance. And just communication is essential. Everybody speaking the same language.
Hmm.
That's one of the things that would get under my skin with so many companies I was with is that you're getting something different from every single person that you talk to. Whereas like my goal with every role that I've ever had with my company is to unify everyone to we're all saying the exact same thing.
Oh, I love that.
Just so that it's a consistent message and just the communication that we have between the concierge talking to coordinators and vice versa. Obviously as well as going at the ladder, everybody is on the same page and we all communicate. And again, if you miss something, y'all are going to figure out a way. You're going to IDS it, you're going to identify it, you're going to discuss it, and you're going to find a way to fix it. And that's the biggest thing. It's like when there's problems, they don't get shoved under the rug. We figure
Oh
it
yeah.
out and we figure out the best way of doing it. Whereas I feel like so many other companies will be like, we're just gonna like bypass that and move on. Like whereas
Right.
like, okay, this was an issue. Let's figure out how we can make this better because it's probably gonna happen again.
Oh, I can totally relate to that. Yeah. That don't worry, what are you talking about? Don't look over here type of mentality.
I just blowing smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Or, it's just we can't, adjust that, or it's something that we don't want to try, or we've gotten successful because we've been doing it this way for this
Hmm.
long, so there's no reason to pivot. I agree. I think that Taylor's one, big highlight for me was that I felt like here at Utility Concierge, we were able to be agile and move on things quickly and try them out and not be afraid to fail. And then if we did, then we could adjust and, make changes and improve. And I love the fact that we have that culture here for sure.
Oh, 100%. It makes all the difference in the world. And knowing too that you're going to try it out. If it doesn't work, cool, we're going to figure out a better way of doing it.
Right.
I mean, it's trial and error. That's the only way that you're going to get better as a company. And also another thing is partnering the right solutions for our clients. Yes, I may make more money on another provider, but if that's not the best provider for my client, I'm not going to recommend that to them. Whereas I feel other companies do whatever you have to do to make the sell and make as much money as you can.
Right.
They're more revenue generated versus quality generated.
Absolutely.
Whereas this is more quality, do the right thing, and it'll all come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How big was it to have like mind-blowing customer service, for example, as a core value?
Oh, it's amazing. Just yeah. I mean, knowing that that is something that we resonate every single day, every single phone call that we make, it's huge. And that's obviously how I've always been sales. Like your customer experience is everything. That is what's going to get you referrals. That's what's going to keep your business. That's what's going to keep your clients happy, no matter what industry that you're in. But knowing that our entire company encompasses that is mind blowing, to say the least.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But it's wonderful to see that again, going back to communication, everybody wanting to do the right thing for our clients at the end of the day.
Yeah, I love that. Well, Taylor, thank you so much for being so heavily involved in building this positive culture, and kudos to you for getting the positive culture award for
Thank
this
you.
quarter as well. Any last words for the team that you want to mention about either you see your experience or how you're successful?
Just trust the process. Everything that we do is there for a reason. And again, when I first started, I was kind of walking to it very blindly and I did not know what I was doing and
Mhm.
was hoping and praying that I'm doing the right thing. But just know that your leadership team, your coworkers are going to help to point you in the right direction and not set you up for failure. Just trust the process is the most important thing. And when you're lagging on a day and your revenue's low, make some dials, pick up the phone. That's the only way you're going to make money.
Love it. Well, Taylor, thank you so much for your time today. I know that you need to get back to helping create that mind-blowing customer
Yeah.
service for your customers over there. Okay,
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
you got it.